are going to go ahead and now get into our Hidden Gems Focus Sessions. I am so excited. We actually have our guest, Mr. Gorganus. He's going to come in and join, and we're going to talk about some things, get some deep into some of the music, some of the lyrics, and understand where his head was at when he was writing some of this stuff and what's going on.
For sure. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, our man Gorganus is here in the studio.
Hey, how y'all doing? Blessings, Lions and Lioness. How you doing?
Awesome. Yeah, you're going to have to speak up higher.
Okay, I'm sorry. Blessings, Lions and Lioness. How y'all doing? Did y'all hear me now? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Yes, everything's lovely, man. It's a beautiful day here in the CSRA. I'm going to start out like we start out with every guest on the show. If you could give me in about 30 seconds who you are and what it is that you do. Go.
Okay. But then, I'm an international hip-hop artist, Gorganus, signed to Just Do Records. Been doing hip-hop for about 30-something years. Gorganus means stronger together, embracing the 5 elements of hip-hop: graffiti, knowledge, DJ, MC, b-boy, the golden era of hip-hop.
Okay. Oh, so you got it.
Yeah.
Most people, they don't get that 30-second thing in. You got it in about 20 seconds, though. That could have been a world record, right?
Yes.
True and C. Yeah, he's definitely packaging those words. And so, Gorganus, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and dig into some of these lyrics that you have brought with you.
Yes.
So the first song that we're going to be getting into is
The Life We Live.
The Life We Live. So when I listen to this song, the first thing I hear is Tupac's voice.
Yes. That's his intro, yeah. That was opening the track, man. So, yeah, by just bringing in that Tupac influence and, kind of breaking down what the featuring track or what everything is, it just kind of opens you up. So he's going to tell you what it is, and I'm going to deliver it away for you.
And it's going to be, the song is literally about police brutality, right?
Yeah, it's about the police brutality and pretty much like everything we going through in life. So it's like a bunch of everything in one. So it's like the life we live.
Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah, but mainly you hear about what police brutality and then how it breaks down. Yeah, we ain't never gonna stop.
Cool. Right, because one thing I wanted to know is the police brutality thing, which whatever year you made that song, we were watching a comedy special last night, Sister Law, and it was Sinbad. And the show came out in '93. And the show could have been a show that came out in 2022.
Yeah.
He opened up talking about police brutality with the Rodney King incident, and it just seems to be that these things will exist forever. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's something that it's gonna exist, but at the same time, we gotta still change and be able to walk past that. As long as we show that type of reflection and influence towards people, such as when I forgot his name, a civil rights leader wasn't fighting non-violence. You know what I'm saying?
Dr. King?
Dr. King, yes. I'm sorry, non-violence. So is that something we just gotta push and hopefully be able to reflect back, man? Because is what you give is what you receive, man. And if I ain't give you no danger, no nothing, I shouldn't be receiving that at the same time, But
Right.
Agreed.
Yeah, because in this song, don't you also talk about you touch a little bit on the 9 people who were killed inside the church.
Yeah. That's kind of 9 found dead. Never seen it come and tell me what's that worth. Yeah, that was something I said in the rhyme. So I kind of brought that out to tell you, is that really worth it? You know what I'm saying? Killing 9 people and then what? What do you prove? You proving something that's going to be able to come back and bite you. You know what I'm saying? But it's what you give, honestly.
Right. And I'm sure that those that had to endure that trauma, that's not something they was expecting to receive. I mean, they're sitting in church, right? And they're there to worship. They're there to give thanks and show gratitude, and then they have to experience this trauma. So I get what you're saying. We get what we should get, what we give, but everyone is not on that level of thinking.
That is true, but it all starts with the parents. You know what I'm saying? It all starts with the parents and the families and the children, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, he wouldn't have been in that situation if you know his upbringing was honestly different, more loving, more understanding than just like, hey, if you hate, go on and deal with it yourself instead of deal with this together.
Oh, I like that.
You know,
If there's something going on, you deal with it. Why do
Yeah.
I have to suffer because of your suffering?
exactly.
Right? And I feel the same way as far as people's insecurities. If you're insecure, why are you putting that insecurity on me? Right? But I don't think, we're not always reflecting, like everybody is not on that level of maturity when it comes to that. But
Yeah.
in the way we live, is there a something that prompted you to go into those lyrics?
Well, when I heard the beat, you know, everything honestly happens for a reason. And when I heard the beat or stumbled onto the beat and I heard the Tupac sample, I was like, dude, this is telling me something. And then everything that was going on in life, I just wanted to kind of pull that into a track that's going to be timeless. And at the same time, it keeps going over and over again. And it's what's going on, but we need to change in the inner.
We go through that type of thing every day. We don't part the Red Sea, but we walk through the hood without getting shot. We don't turn water to wine, but we turn dope fiends and dope heads into productive citizens into society. We turn words into money. What greater gift can there be? I believe God blesses those that hustle, those that use their mind, those that overall are righteous.
It's a negative to every positive outcome. So you count your blessings and your message to each one. Each one teach one, walking my footsteps. If I reach more, damn sure mission complete. Yes, officer, you're supposed to serve and protect. It's like I can't breathe, like you choking my neck. This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. God, please guide me, don't take me in the wrong path. Walk behind me like in broad daylight. It's like you violate my constitutional rights. We hate what we don't get and fall for nothing. So what we need is a better plan and fight for something. Lightning don't strike in the same place twice, but there's too many innocent black men losing their life. 9 found dead shooting at black church. Never seen it coming, tell me what's that worth? To see a mother cry, the tears from my eyes, to raise your profile. Some live in the lie, we live and we die, and still wonder why. Man, this is just the life we live. To see a mother cry, the tears from my eyes, to raise your profile. Some live in the lie, we live and we die, and still wonder why. Man, this is just the life we live. We gotta do our best to raise the children. It's hard to tell them this ain't hell we live in. Some friends become enemies, they savage. They hate you cause you support gay marriage. Religion's kinda like the Crips and Bloods. If you ain't down, then you out. What happened to love? My God say this, my God say that. It's like, my God just quit, deserve a slap. What I'm saying is from the heart to get through the year. You can't be the judge, jury, and executioner. See, Martin had a dream for we the people, that all men are created equal. Simple mind is the blind that can't stare. Unity should be the goal, so stand clear. Keep your eyes on the prize and fight fair. And just live your dreams, some living in nightmares. To see a mother cry, the tears from my eyes, to raise your profile. Some live in the lie, we live and we die, and still wonder why. Man, this is just the life we live. To see a mother cry, the tears from my eyes, to raise your profile. Some live in the lie, we live and we die, and still wonder why. Man, this is just the life we live.
Cops are just a gang unto themselves, with the good and the bad. Just like the gangbangers on the street got good and bad, like police officers do. They got stress and they got character flaws that come from their lifestyle.
I can hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe. Now I'm in the struggle and I can't leave. Calling out the violence of the racist police. We ain't gonna stop till people are free. 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 We ain't gonna stop till people are free.
next song that we're going to be listening to is
The Warning.
The Warning. That's always a favorite right there.
Yeah.
And you're talking about deep. This one really goes deep. And it kind of, expresses some of the things that you've already been talking about with the previous track, with people, needing to find love on the inside, and people's upbringing and how cycles might repeat.
Yeah.
This song talks about domestic abuse.
Yeah, the warning, the warning, it came from honestly past experiences and stuff, man.
Wow.
Coming up, my mother as well, she kind of been through that domestic violence situation and stuff, and I use kind of that as a kind of a driving force to kind of put into the track, and also friends and family that I know close that died because of they couldn't get out. They couldn't get out because they didn't have any help, Jed. And it hurts me, and I just be able to kind of put that into a track and just be able to reach people or let them know, hey, don't avoid the signs, Jed. That ain't love.
It's
That
not
ain't
love.
You know?
I really, I like the song, the message, the warning, and I really enjoy seeing you perform it live because you are so animated and it makes you really focus in on those lyrics that you're stating. So you do a great job with performing that piece there. So I appreciate that.
Right, and it really shows your storytelling capability. The one thing that stands out to me when I listen to this song is you're actually playing out the voices of different characters throughout the song. You're the news reporter at one point, you're the victim at one point, and you're going into even the voices and the characters, and it's all just so impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy is a lyrical giant. Don't sleep on him. Don't sleep on his work.
Warning, honestly, just how everything kind of started off, where you have boy and girl, see each other, y'all love each other. You say you love, but there's danger signs that you think that love is gonna fix.
Right.
And then everything seems kind of cool, what I'm saying, but then here and there you realize we're still within early of the situation. You see signs of the past coming back, like, hey, he's not showing up, what I'm saying, he's not answering my text, yada yada. Come home one day drunk, what I'm saying, you see this before, but you thinking it's cool because you help fueling this guy alcohol problem, what I'm saying, and then he beat up on you, almost lost your life, family have to save you, because of love, where you could have stopped way a long time ago, but because of the situation you're in, you gotta kind of deal with it.
Right.
And so she was actually warned.
She was,
She was warned by someone who was an ex of this person.
Right. Yeah.
Actually tried to give her a warning.
Right.
And you voiced that one over as well.
Right.
So
yeah,
just very impressive. The one thing that, because I'm very familiar with all of these songs, but I went back and I listened a little bit closer to the end of the track, and I could hear where, the newscast comes on. This is the final verse.
Right.
The newscast comes on. There's a body that's found.
Right.
And so then it goes. Then you kind of like rewind, and then you start telling the story, which led to the body being found.
Right.
And the body that's found is the daughter,
Brittany, the one that sent her the message, says
the one that was warning
the one
her.
that gave the warning.
Right. Right. She was says, my name is Brittany. And I guess something said 2 DNA found it was the name of a girl, Brittany. And then I dropped the like some sort of DNA paper or whatever in that situation. But yeah, Brittany's the one that warned her. He saw the message. She didn't log off her Facebook because she was messaging with him. She knocked out. He woke up, had sex with her, kind of forgot all about it, and then he came home drunk because he finished killing Brittany.
And
So
I
you
picked
kill
up
her.
on that.
Yeah, I got you. So that makes, even though I know the song, like you breaking it down like that, it's just like, oh. You do such a great job with this piece.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
And I'm telling you,
It makes you think. You got to listen to like honestly more than
You
once.
do. You do.
Yeah, and that's how music should be, especially
exactly.
with lyrics.
You can
So
listen
how
to it
much-
50 times and pick up more and more.
So
Yeah.
how much time did you take to craft a piece like that? Was this something you were able to sit down one time and write it all, or did you have to go back and?
When I'm in the zone and I hear something, I create the story. I was like, okay, how am I gonna start it? How I need to start them off with how everything starts off sweet, and then in the midst, like, something's not right, and in the end, the reason why it's not right because he was crazy.
Right.
But you decide to not see past crazy, and he's thinking love is gonna fix crazy. If he ain't gonna fix it, how you gonna fix it?
Right. But this particular one, how long did it take you to write it? Did you sit down in one session and write it all?
I'll probably say at least a day. It took me to knock it out.
A day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because I already sculpted. When I hear the track over and over again, I was like, okay, I know the format, how I'm gonna do it. How am I gonna end it though? Do I want to give him like a cliffhanger, but I want to bring him to reality? They need to understand, hey, these are the actions for your faults.
Yeah.
Not saying it's your fault, but again, it's something where you create and you decided not to fix.
Yeah, it's a situation that you could have removed yourself from.
Right. But you choose to think, hey, this is because you want to be a boyfriend, girlfriend, because you want comfort. Comfort yourself first.
Oh, love yourself first. And so if we don't love ourselves, we're not going to be able to see ourselves out of that situation.
And realize, okay, this is what I'm worth. This is what I need. I don't need this guy beating on me, man. That ain't love.
Right.
I don't need him to keep drinking and stuff. That ain't love. I don't need him to just not come home. That ain't love. What is love to you, honestly?
Right. It
You
even
can't see
reflects how you even touch on how, and this is the case with a lot of abusers, is they abuse and then they come with the apology.
Oh yeah.
So he touched on that too. He came back, he woke up, and he's
Woke up
apologizing.
sad, yeah.
He's at breakfast in
Breakfast in
bed.
bed.
Right. So beautiful storytelling.
Yeah, beautiful.
The one thing that I note, and as a fellow storyteller, is some pieces, if you could write it vivid enough, it doesn't need a music video.
I mean,
Right.
because you see all the images.
Yeah.
When, like I said, when I listen to it, especially when I see you perform, I'm like, everything just comes together so beautifully.
Yeah.
So that's when you know that you have a dynamite piece.
Would you ever consider adding visuals to this particular piece?
Yeah, we're at Just Real Records. We're actually in the talks of making this a music video, coming soon as well. So it's gonna be like crazy, a lot of ideas and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is the perfect one to do the video. Even though we don't need that, it's gonna really add to it. It's gonna make it
It's
pop.
a message though.
Yes, it's a message.
People need that message though, man. And it sucks in today's music nowadays. You don't really get that,
Right.
As long as I could, pass on and leave you with something in the back of your head that, hey, dude, just talking some real. Can I curse?
Yes.
Real shit, man. and at the end of the day, that's I'm good with that. But you're gonna learn somehow.
You're gonna learn.
Somehow.
Yeah.
One way or the other.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know what you're running from. You do not want to make it hard for yourself. I tried to be nice to you. Open this door up. Open this door up.
He came to see you every day, man, his timing was perfect. Just got out of a relationship and not see no one current. Like the way he smiled, telling you that you deserve more. Sweet romantic dates, even opening your car door. Heart sore, visioning you and him getting older. Got too hot for sleeves, so you wore your heart on your shoulder. Told your friends and family this might be the man to be. A great father figure for your teen daughter Maggie. Somebody pinch me, touched by an angel, I think I'm in days. Those are the comments that you posted on your Facebook page. Got many likes, congrats, and I wish y'all the best. A couple weeks later, you received a weird friend request. It said, I know you don't know me, but I'm happy for you. Well, my name is Brittany, and I used to be with your man too. See, we knew each other for a year, got almost engaged. Then one thing, something changed, saw in him a violent rage. He used to beat me up so much, girl, I felt so embarrassed. Pushed me down the steps that led me to have a miscarriage. I can't go into details, I'm sorry if I ruin your day. All I'm saying is be careful, and here's my number anyway. He didn't beat beat you up so much, now you wearing them shades.
But he loves me.
Became so violent to the point you're damn near afraid.
But he loves me.
Now you thinking it's your fault how it got this way.
But he loves me.
Part of you wanna leave, the other part wanna stay.
But he loves me.
A month later you confronted him about Brittany. He denied everything and said you the only one for me. Told you change it to something comfy, moved his hands down south. Love is blind, he read the message cause you forgot to log out. Knocked out after makeup, sex, I love you, he said. Woke up to the sounds of soft music, breakfast in bed. Mama said to take it slow, but you avoid her advice. Felt too real to let it go, now you paying the price. Like twice he never came home, I'm worried, afraid. Left a message on his cell phone, his dinner was made. Broke down looking at the picture frame holding your head, wondering if he's out cheating or is he working instead. A car pull up to the driver after hours late night, but you knew it was him. Car had a broken headlight. He came through the door drunk, bruises all in his skin. Your knees hit the floor and said, where the hell have you been? With a devilish grin. Woman, if you ask me again, I was out with Larry and we've been bowling since 10. He done beat you up so much, now you wearing them shades.
But he loves me.
Became so violent to the point you're damn near afraid.
But he loves me.
Now you thinking it's your fault how it got this way.
But he loves me.
Part of you wanna leave, the other part wanna stay.
But he loves me.
This just in, on Fox 5, news at 10. A mother found dead, and she was pregnant with twins. He started beating on you like an episode of Jerry. Broke the television, couldn't hear the rest of the story. Maggie called 911 as you gasping for breath. You beating on his chest, cause he got his hands around your neck. Maggie yelled with a frantic scream,
Please get off of my mother.
too close to run for cover, threw a bottle right at her. Knocked her out bleeding, how did all this madness begin? She was barely moving, man, you could've counted 10. Within your soul hurts, heart broken and shattered. The sacrifices that you made, like it never did matter. Blood splat across the living room floor, couldn't speak. His hands cocked for the final blow, now you up Shit's Creek. Eyes closed, barely making out the shadow of another. Aloud, he turned around and kissed the Louisville slugger. Knocked out cold, blue and red lights at the door. Your life fading slow, heart couldn't take it no more. Rushed to the hospital where you and Maggie was treated. Hours later came a detective with some info you needed. Said the man we apprehended finally caught him at last. You weren't the only victim, he's troubled with a violent past. He's in custody and this might be the trial of the century. On we found the necklace, DNA matched those of Brittany. Up so much, now you wearing them shades.
But he loves me.
Became so violent to the point you're damn near afraid.
But he loves me.
Now you thinking it's your fault how it got this way.
But he loves me.
Part of you wanna leave, the other part wanna stay.
But he loves me.
Too blind to see the prayers of another, always there for each other. See the tears of a mother, took your heart with me. I swear on another, saw the signs but I couldn't let go. Too blind to see the prayers of another, always there for each other. See the tears of a mother, took your heart with me. I swear on another, saw the signs but I couldn't say no. Too blind to see the prayers of another, always there for each other. See the tears of a mother, took your heart with me. I swear on another, saw the signs but I couldn't let go. Too blind to see the prayers of another, always there for each other. See the tears of a mother, took your heart with me. I swear on another, saw the signs but I couldn't say no.
One thing that I do want to get into with you, and you're the perfect person to have this discussion with, is even though you have a very strong presence as far as, you know, pro-black But then I can also see a lot of bridging the gap as far as races is concerned. A lot of effort to bridge the gap. You know what I'm saying? So, but I also know that you're a fan and a follower of Bob Marley, who talked about, rainbow country. And, can you talk a little bit about your theory and your belief as far as music being a vessel and a way to be able to bring people together?
Yeah. Well, honestly, overall, love is my religion, and I don't believe I believe in the spiritual connection, and music. When I bring that to my music, I'll be able to reach as much people as possible to let them know, hey, hip hop ain't about hate, ain't about hate. You know what I'm saying? It's all about love and positivity, and be able to bring people together. So with that, I'll be able to reach different people into the whole connection. So it's not like a restriction, even though they see me represent the Rasta colors. The colors you're seeing right now is actually the origin colors of my St. Kitts flag. So it looks exactly like this, except for the white. So I mean, it's all coming back and how my life was put in place to get to where I'm at and where it's going and how everything bond together. It's crazy, and it's a beautiful sight, man. I'm loving this ride.
Do you feel like this is your purpose?
Oh yeah. The purpose is love, man, and that right there, just even having my kids as an influence or people that I reach or people to talk to. I see potential in so much people and so much things that we'll be able to shine. A lot of people kind of look at that and think that, hey, if I give that other person more attention, it's gonna bring myself down. But what about enjoying the ride? What about man, I was part of this.
Right.
People are always looking about for themselves, man, but they need to cut that out and realize, hey, take yourself out of the position and put yourself in that position. And how would you feel if this happened? You feel bad? That's exactly how you feel, and it shouldn't be that way,
Well, shout out to the babies.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to your kids.
Children. Thank you, man.
Yes, they're doing well.
Oh yeah, Dimitri, Khalil, Khalid, they're amazing, man. My daughter Chanel also had a kid as well, so I'm like a grandfather, and it's love, man. It's love. It's all
awesome.
Love. It's all Thank love.
You, man. Now, when I listen to Let Go, the one thing that stands out to me is I think this is a hip-hop clinic, a lyricist clinic that he's putting on there.
Oh,
in this song, he's saying, don't sleep on my capabilities. He's got metaphors, similes just flying around, and double entendres flying throughout the piece.
You got him blushing over here.
And the difference between similes and metaphors, because a lot of times people just say, oh, he's got a lot of metaphors, but they're using like and as, which really technically is a simile. But he's using both. He's got the simile and the metaphor, as well as the hyperbole.
We are not in grammar school.
You caught that. Nah, bro, he broke it down.
Right.
As well as the hyperbole, as well as the double and triple entendre.
Well, let's talk about some of these lyrics.
Yeah.
So, what's the motivation behind Let Go?
I want him to spit the hook.
The hook, okay.
The hook pretty much is and so let go, let go, let go, let go. I said, what don't kill you only makes you stronger. My voice like thunder, flow tight sun, anaconda. See, some may wonder why you always put me through stress. I crack the hard shell to make you suffer, to bring out the best in you. Sometimes I feel I'm reaching deaf ears, man, not true. I give you truth and real, but some feel, man, that's true. Before you left, you told me take care, man, you grew. Then why you told me take a left here, man, I knew. If life's like a box of chocolate, a sordid flavor, I'll savor, I'll eat whole, swallow it. So tell your neighbor it's a raggy road and flush like toilet. They stubborn, they lack the common sense, lactose intolerant. Bang! I know my music be your mission to take flight. Turn day night, when I grab the mic, ain't no stage fright. I stay tight, heavy with my rhymes, you stay light. They sound me so florid, the old school British Knights.
The
Gorganus.
Old school British Knights.
You
Listen,
have to do
man.
it like that. Woo!
Right.
Did you get hype?
Sorry.
Oh! Woo!
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah.
So it's got the it's a formula. It's got the simple hook, right, and the complex rhyme. It's got the simple hook. You know, we've seen him perform this piece over and over, and so the hook, the simplicity of the hook, allows him to draw in the crowd participation.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he just bangs them with the verse.
He got us after that.
Right. Impressive, man.
Thank you, man.
I'm a student of the game, brother.
You broke it down.
He did break it down, didn't he? It was like, what else do you say after that?
I'm not just a client. I'm the lyrical president.
Well played.
Right. But yeah, man, it's been a pleasure having you here in the studio and just being able to dissect some of your words and your lyrics and your bars. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
And maybe you kind of touch on a little bit on that verse. Do you sometimes feel slept on?
Yes.
Lyrically?
As especially, you know, nowadays where music is honestly dumbing down people. You know, people are not really listening to style or wordplay or any content anymore. You got to really dig deep for it, and that's where the underground is standing. You know, that's where real hip hop is always going to be, and real heads is going to understand what that is. You know, there's a time and place for everything. I get it, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got to advance, man. What you're doing right now is not really advancing. You know what I'm saying? If you can't remember your own words on stage, you're not advancing. You know, if you can't perform live and rock a crowd, you're not advancing. But, you know, to each his own, you know.
Right.
Well, we're not sleeping on you here at Brother Trav Presents Hidden Gems. I'll tell you that right now. Me and Trav, we have been fans since the beginning.
We have.
Yeah, we appreciate you for continuing to do your thing and share with us.
Right.
Thank you.
So the feeling, like, I really want to go in on this one because I kind of feel the same way as a spoken word artist at times. So does the feeling of maybe being slept on lyrically sometimes, how does that move you? Does it anger you? Does it sometimes, you know, frustrate you?
Motivate you?
Or
It motivates me, because the thing is, there's always going to be people out there that don't like what you do, but don't use that as something that's going to bring you down. Everybody needs steps to step on. Not that in a bad way, but use that as a fuel to push forward. Because if you know what you're doing is unique and know what you're doing is changing people and it's in a positive way and it makes you happy,
that's the key thing, is making you happy. If I like it, well, who cares?
Man, look.
Right. At the end of the day,
Right.
And you're happy and you're the only one that's standing out and doing this. You know what I'm saying? So, shoot. Ain't nobody gonna stop you but you.
I'll only do as much while I'm here, man. While I'm here, I'll do as much as I can. Gorganus, real hip hop. But don't kill you, only makes you stronger. A voice like thunder. Roll tight, son, anaconda. See, some may wonder why you always put me through stress. I cracked a hard shell to make you suffer, to bring out the best in you. Sometimes I feel I'm reaching deaf ears, man. Not true. I gave them truth and real, but some fear, man. That's true. Before you left, you told me take care, man. You grew. Then why you told me take a left here, man? I knew. If life's like a box of chocolate, a sordid flavor, savor, I'll eat whole, swallow it. Tell your neighbors a raggy rodent, flush like toilets. They stubbornly lack the common sense, lactose intolerant. I know my music be a mission to take flight. Turn day night when I grab the mic, ain't no stage fright. I stay tight, heavy with my rhymes, you stay light. This Sammy Sosa flow with the old school British nights. Let go the negativity, don't ask twice, reincarnated with my flow. Ain't no damn game, half-life, just slash life, get personal, flat tires and act nice. Never really into you, vampire. Like a tire with us rolling through life ache. Just have faith, believe that you're in good hands. All state and just take 2 steps backwards and 1 forward. A track hate, the future is too bright, they eyesore. Man, you gotta let go of the bad vibes. You woke up so you vex and you found out last night he's still texting his ex and it blows like bad pipes. To get what's in your chest, you're a queen, a lioness. Aw man, it must have hurt like Bobby Christina Aguilera when we lost Bob Marley. The devil wears Prada, people positivity. Just tell them negativity don't look good on me. I'm
That's right. Because we got to respect our own taste, right?
Right.
Because I believe I've got pretty good taste in music. So when I hear something, you know, even if it's something I produce,
Right.
and I like it, then that holds merit, right? The fact that I like it. You know, same with a chef in cooking. You know, I've got taste buds as well.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need somebody else to tell me this tastes good. I taste it, and it's delicious.
Yeah. They're great.
And it's great. Man, we're having a blast here in the studio today. Gorganus, it's been real. Are you in the studio? What's going on? We got the classic songs that we played today,
man.
but what you got up your sleeve, man?
Every show I usually perform, there's gonna be like new content as well. I'm coming out with I have Barsonist coming out, volume 1 to 5 is coming soon.
1
so
through 5?
Yeah.
Like how many tracks?
Probably maybe I have over 100 something tracks, so maybe about 5 tracks each for now until, you know, we're kind of choosing like the best tracks to put on the new track. Rough Roads as well is going to be on that where me and you featuring on, so it's going to be coming soon, man. So a lot of new music, man.
A lot of new music.
Did you say 100 tracks?
Yeah, I've been doing music for over like 30 something years,
Yeah.
so it's close to 100 and
Okay,
something.
so you
over-
have something to work with.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
a lot.
Yeah, so it's almost like a greatest hits album.
Yeah.
Volume
Well, there's a
1,
lot of stuff
volume 2,
that's enough is never heard. There's
Okay.
unreleased tracks, a lot of unreleased tracks. So it's gonna be like part of like some new stuff, a lot of new stuff.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm
Sweet,
excited
sweet.
about that. Well, I would like to talk about some of the events that you have coming up. So you're always doing something around the town and on somebody's stage. And so what are some of the shows that you have in the works?
Right now we got the Juneteenth event coming up as well. I'm gonna be performing on the 19th, which is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Yes.
And then,
Are you also vending?
no, not
Not
this
this time.
time. No,
Okay.
not this time. I'm just gonna
So
be
you're not one of the
performing.
31 that called at the last
Oh my
minute?
gosh,
Oh.
that list is full. That list is full.
So you'll be performing at the Band of Brothers Juneteenth
Yes.
Festival at the Augusta Commons
Yes,
on June
Augusta
19th.
Commons. Yes. Oh man, it's free rent, man. Y'all come out, man. It's gonna be so great. And next day is gonna be Dope Spit, which is our Jules event. And then also end of the month is gonna be Bars for Your Mind, which is Freedom Blacks event at Soul Bar.
Yes.
So yeah, on my Instagram page, or Gorganus, you'll be able to see all that information too.
Okay. So mainly your social media is Instagram.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
On YouTube, it has a link there to my my Goreware page as well. But if you YouTube Gorganus, you'll be able to see my music videos and stuff.
Okay,
there.
so tell us about
Goreware.
Goreware.
Goreware, yes, is my clothing brand. I'm trying to also push as well, represent the 5 elements of hip hop.
Yes.
So again, Gorganus means stronger together. So people that rocking the shirt don't think it means something bad. But yeah, Gorganus means stronger together, and the 5 elements of hip hop is in the back of it. Graffiti, knowledge, DJ, MC, big boy. It's incorporated in the golden era in one emblem.
I love it. Because I was going to ask you about Gorganus and the name itself,
Uh-huh.
but you kind of touched on what it means.
Yeah.
Because I was always like, that has to mean something, or did he just put some words to? Did he put some syllables
it
together?
means something. It's a purpose
Yeah.
behind everything I do, man. And,
Yes.
and as I always say, the mission continues, and the mission is love, man. Love, positivity. You know, be able to bring people together and shine brighter than what you are today. Even if you don't feel me and rock with me, that's cool. But feel and rock with the ones that you should care about. You know what I'm saying? That help change the world, man. You know, or even change them, or even you.
That's right.
At the end of the day.
Right.
I love that. Good stuff.
Sweet. And before we get out of here, it wouldn't be right if you didn't talk about your record label that you've signed with, and your label mates, and the label head, and what you guys are doing in about 1 minute right here.
Yeah. So with Just Joe Record labels, justjoerecords.com, or you could go to sedasia.com, or you'll be able to find us on Instagram. So Just Joe Records, they're doing a lot of things in Augusta. Approached me as well to be a part of the team, and it's been amazing. So you'll be able to pretty much follow them on Instagram, or industryjoe.com, or just Joe Records on Instagram.
Just Joe.
Yeah. JUSJOE Records.
Okay. And the magazine?
Instagram is going to be Industry Joe Magazine. It's going to be on
Joe
Instagram.
Magazine.
Yeah.
All right. You're doing a lot, brother.
Thank
Keep
you.
on moving.
Appreciate you.
We're supporting. We're fans.
Thank you.